This is Damon Stevens, Federal Builders. Today is Sunday, June 26, 2022, in the stock market update for trade on Friday, as well as looking at this week ahead and what to prepare for. And boy, did we finish out Friday on a rally like no other. But the question is does that last and carry through this week? We will see. So let's get into some charts, see what's going on, see what we possibly can expect this week, and that way we're prepared for tomorrow. So looking at the market on Friday, you can see Dow Jones closed up 2.68%, NASDAQ up 3.35%, and S&P 500 up 3.06%. And just across the board, pretty green across the board, very few that were actually out. Our FANG stocks did really well. So huge rallies across the board. We did have one stock that, kind of hit the change level, 112 on a scanner, USAK, but not really the volume I wanted to see. So I did not trade this one at all on Friday. Looking at the week ahead here on the news, you can see here a lot of news coming out. So on Monday, we have pending home sales, durable goods. On Tuesday, we have the goods again, consumer confidence index. Now it's possible. I don't see big, huge things on here that might affect the market. I mean, it's possible, but not a lot of huge things. Gross domestic products. On Wednesday, you have Federal Reserve, you have Jerome Powell speaking on, it looks like right here before the market, around the market time here, but nothing big I could see there. On Thursday, we have the inflation information, core PCE inflation. This could possibly be a Thursday, might be a day to watch for. We have also initial jobless claims on Thursday as well. And then Friday, S&P Global Manufacturing PMI. So, maybe as we get into the end of the week, we can see, some possible challenges there, see what the news brings out, but just something to be aware of. Not as big as last week's, although last week didn't seem to affect us other than allow us to continue to rally. So we'll see if the news has any impact this week on us, but right now, I'm not seeing it. Looking at our call and puts here, you can see here as we go into this next week, stock price is sitting here, was sitting around, that 390 level. Max pain for this next week, at least for right now, it looks like 381 would be max pain. If you look at, calls and puts here, you can see the ratio is about 1.42 puts for every call. So you can see pretty heavily loaded here, and really you see the spikes, 370 is kind of where, the puts really kind of pick up. Calls are at 390. So between 370 and 390, if you said that was kind of the range possibly for the week, it's a possibility. But question is, do we head back down, into this max pain area of 380 area, or, do we continue to rally up? And we'll really find out more as the week kind of forms. Monday, Tuesday, we should start to see the ratios kind of change a little bit as people, are buying or selling off their calls and puts here in options. So we'll watch that as the week opens here and see kind of how this adjusts. It does adjust every day. It's just something, doesn't necessarily mean it's telling you when to buy or sell the market. It's just showing you what the overall feeling is with options and kind of where the max pain is, where the market would like to, ideally go if it wants to make the most money from all the traders that are out there trading options. Looking at the S&P 500 E-mini futures, you can see here, this is live here. This is on the 1 hour. You see here this nice little rally that we had. And you see here, we've kind of come down here and tagged the bottom of our deviation bands here, one, two, three times, kind of rallied up here through the middle, so rallied up. Now we're sitting here kind of where we were back here in June 21st, here at the top. You see here, we kind of tagged the top twice now. So we're kind of up in this area again, up towards the upper part of our deviation bands. Could we go higher? Yeah, this could kind of just grind higher right above the top of our deviation bands. So it very well could. But we are, last time we were up in this area, we did pull back down towards the bottom bands. So that'll be the question is, do we continue the rally and just kind of continue to climb up here? or do we have a pullback here like we did, back on June 21st? So that's what we'll watch for. If we do rally up, we expect this to probably go up towards, maybe 4,000 or maybe 380 before we pull back again. So we'll see. We'll see what happens this week. Just be real careful out there because we are pulling out of a bull market. We did hit the bull market level and rallied back out. We're trying to get back out again, but we really got to hold some days above this, especially if you're looking at the daily. So here's a daily. You can see here this trend line could be that resistance area here at 390, 3960 area, 390.70. And you see we're above the 20-day. So we need a couple of days above this 20-day. You can see here that when we rallied up before, we came up and we spent a few days up here, almost 2 weeks up, but found resistance on that 50 and pulled right back down. So we're back above the 20. Now we got to hold this and then rally up towards this 50. We get up to the 50-day, you're looking at 40-40 right now where the 90 the 50-day moving average is. You see we're kind of flattening out, which is positive also. You got a little bit of a curl up here on the 20. So that's also positive and more bullish as you see this curl up. So just a matter of if we can sustain like we we did for a little bit here, or do we get another pullback? So we'll be watching for that as we get into this week, but did want to show you kind of this real time what's going on in the market. Looking at Google, we talked about this last week. Nice little rally from Google, and it just really rallied up. It hit, past one of our, resistance lines, hit the second one, 2387. You can see here that number comes from back here on June 6th. So we're right there. So is that resistance again off this 50? Kind of where we bounced. We're above the 50 now. So, the question is, do we come up to the 100 or even the 200 before we, find resistance again? So we'll see, but we got to hold a few days. We really need to just hold a few days above, this 20-day and now the 50-day moving average if we want to, Google to continue to rally here. Amazon, same thing. So you see, it almost like a double bottom. We came up and now we pulled back. We did a retest of this area right here. And now trying to rally off that. So again, holding above the 20-day a few times. We did have resistance at the 50-day. So there could be resistance again. So we'll see if that if we're able to break through this resistance area on Amazon or we're going to pull back again. Apple, first day above the 20. So we broke up above that 20. We did have a little bit of gap here, but you see here with these candles here, this little grouping. Question is, can we fill this gap here that we have with Apple above here? Get into this candle here and start to climb. So you need a few days above there. Otherwise, this could pull back, refill that gap, and pull back even further, possibly down to the bottom of this channel right here. So looking for Apple to see if it gives us a continuation here over this next couple of days. NVIDIA, same thing, right at the 20-day moving average. So let's see if we can get above it. We were above it before, rejected off the 50, came back down for a retest of the bottom here. So looking to see if we're going to retest here. Made a nice little rally up here. We do have, the 20-day moving average up here. We got to get above and hold, above this 140, 174.50. So looking to see if we can rally up here and see if we can kind of fill some of this gap here that we have as well. If we reject off this gap and don't fill it and start coming back down, we could possibly look at new lows. Tesla, nice little look like it possibly a double bottom here. But if it is a double bottom, you got this neckline here, you got to break through to get rallying up here. So we need, again, like most of the others, you can see, got to really get above this 50-day moving average and hold that for a couple of days to kind of rally up here. Otherwise, we could pull back here. You can see that we did kind of up here, 792 areas were kind of pulled back before on Tesla. So see if we can rally up here at least to the 792 area this week. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Definitely like our video and continue to bring this content to you and kind of let you know what we're trading, what we're looking for, and hopefully, provide some help for you in this market. Looking at the dollar, you can see the dollar continues to kind of pull back here. Hopefully, we can stay above the 20-day moving average. We can bounce off of here. You see we had this nice little area where we hugged, came down, tagged the 50, which we had done before back in March. and then rallied up, found resistance again just above this high, and now we kind of pulled back here. So kind of in this grouping right here, this should provide a level of support, possibly for a bounce, but we got to watch it. I mean, we got to break this this downward trend. Gold, you see here, continues kind of off our trend line, just kind of bounce down, continues to find weakness. We've been consolidating right in this area, same area where we were before. So, as we come down this descending triangle here, we'll see, if we make a breakout here at some point. Especially as we come down this level, this 1780 was a big level of support. So if we can get support here again, maybe we can get a breakout to the upside again on gold. US oil, still kind of hovering here down on the bottom of our bands. I really got to get above the 50 again, like the other stocks, to get a rally up here. You can see the 20-day moving average is actually curling down. So we really need to get this 50-day, get above this 50-day and get that 20-day to curl back up again. So US oil, possible bounce here. Been consolidating here down on lower bands, so looking for a breakout. The VIX, we talked about this, we've kind of been going through this wedge here that we're in. Support down here, hopefully around 25 area. So as we can come down here, we can see possibly a rally out of the market. Question is once we hit this, do we bounce again? You see, every time we hit this trend line, we kind of bounce back up, and every time we hit the top of it, we pull back down. So we've been pulling from the top back down. So do we come down here? Do we break through it, get support here at 23.74? And if so, we get a few more days of a rally. If we bounce off this 100-day moving average, though, that we're kind of right above, that means we could possibly open up a little positive and hit this and then bounce. And then the VIX pops up and the market pops back and it comes down. So that's where, that scenario of a bull trap would be, is if this kind of bounces up and heads back up to fill this wedge. So that's what I'm kind of watching for. That's why I'm a little cautious tomorrow to see what the market opens, see if we're going to, spike down and bounce here, to fill this wedge in, or what are we going to do this week? Maybe we consolidate, based on kind of what the VIX looks like. A SPY got above that 20-day, very positive day. We have resistance up here at the 50-day and the trend line. So that's where I'm looking to see, do we fill this gap up here and then possibly come back down? I'm not sure if we have the momentum to do it. If we do, then you're looking at filling this gap, then you're around 400, 401 up here before we pull down. But we haven't been above the 200-day, more than just, the close Friday. So really would like to see a couple of days above there. On the weekly chart, just give you a different view. So the 200, we talked about the 200, getting hit on the weekly chart for the SPY, and we did hit that. We bounced, we came down, almost tagged it again, and then we bounced off, and we closed the week just at below this candle. So looking to see if we chase this candle. You can see last time we came with this candle, we came right back down. That's why I say, this next day we got to watch. Can we start climbing this candle again, or do we break down from here? We're right kind of at a decision point right now on that resistance area. Triple Qs on a daily chart above the 20-day. Again, 1 day above. We need a couple of days above it to for the bulls to hold on to this. IWM right at the 20-day. So another critical area of resistance. We got to break it and make it our support so we can continue to rally up. Financials just under the 20-day here. So again, got to give up that 20-day for a couple of days so we can rally up. Otherwise, we could probably pull back here and retest the bottom. Healthcare, huge rally last week. Left some new gaps here to fill. So, but we're also, right here at the 200 and the 100, and we're just above 50. So can we, can the healthcare continue to rally up here? Or does it find resistance here and pull back as it has in the past? Energy sector spiked down. We're about midway, bottom part of the candle, right here at the close of this candle here. So can we climb the rest of this candle this week? Or is energy sector going to continue to remain weak and in this range? Bitcoin. Talked about this, Bitcoin having possibly a good weekend here. It kind of did, but it's kind of arching back down. So do we curl back down here and do a retest again of this area? and maybe we can bounce off here, maybe around this, 20,000 area, and maybe we start to rally up off of that. Ethereum sitting here right under the 20-day. We really got to kind of rally up here again. Otherwise, this could be a retest back here again. So that's our cryptos or stocks, things we're looking at for Monday morning, looking for, really for the market open to show us, what direction it wants to go before we get committed, especially kind of where we're kind of right in between support and a resistance area. So really resistance is against us. We've got to break that line to continue this rally up here. So we'll see what Monday brings out, and hopefully that'll set the tone for the rest of the week. So stay safe out there. Join our Discord. It's free. We post numbers before the market opens. You can find that link right at finwealthlive.com and join us on our Discord. And also there's some free training out there as well. So definitely participate with us, and let's make some money together. Everybody have a great Monday, and we'll talk Monday night and see how the day went and what to do for Tuesday as we get into this this new week here and a close out of a month. So as we head into July, everybody have a good night. See you tomorrow.